Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is almost in the hands of Switch owners, and there's a couple quirky features that we want to share with you. What's up, everybody? It's Zach from Switch Force. I've got Gabe here, and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe just a couple days away. One feature that I find cool, but also just sort of weird, is the fact that the game can play itself, basically. You can enable smart steering and auto acceleration, and the driver will do it all, minus throwing items, without your help or your hands. And I experienced this firsthand at the New York Switch reveal event. And it was a very weird sort of style of Mario Kart. But I kind of want to just get your thoughts, Gabe, on how do you feel about this mode being included and sort of in general, like easy modes in games these days?
They're not for me, but I don't mind them. I'm not offended by them at all. Like, sure. I understand that, especially for a game like Mario Kart, that is like very family friendly, and it's oriented towards younger gamers sometimes. And I know that a lot of like hardcore gamers love Mario Kart. That's not what I'm saying, but I feel like it's a good feature to introduce like the younger crowd, like people that are just getting into video games. Like if this removes like the barrier to entry, like that a more complex control scheme, even though the control scheme in Mario Kart isn't very complex at all, but just for younger kids, like, it's there for them, and if you don't want to touch it, disable it. You never have to worry it again. In Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you go into the menu, you disable it one time, and that's it. You never have to think about it again at all. So,
right. And they're just to clarify, there's two settings. There's the smart steering, which will control all of the directional movement, and it does a pretty good job. It doesn't, corner perfectly. It doesn't take the best line. It does a solid job of staying on course and completing the race. But it's not something that's going to, be this like phenomenal drive through the course. And then if you turn on auto acceleration, it handles the accelerating. I like the fact, personally, if I had young kids or if I had younger players or even just new players in general, I was trying to introduce, and I think it's an important feature for the Switch in general because, again, one of the core concepts is sort of bringing gaming into your life and bringing gaming to the people in your life. And I like the mode where you have smart steering, but you still get to accelerate. That's how I sort of tested this out, and I liked that. Not for me, but for a new player, I think that still gives them some control and some feeling of, hey, I'm playing Mario Kart with the help of the smart steering. And then you can kind of still move the stick and feel it out, get used to it, and then turn that smart steering off when you're ready. But it is interesting that it can play by itself, and some people have expressed concerns like, holy crap, what if people just throw it on automatic and it affects races? I don't think it's going to be an issue online. It sounds like it's not going to be something that affects tournaments or affects the ranked races, so that should not be an issue. But even still, if it was, it's not good enough to like beat competitive players at all.
Yeah, more than anything, I think this is just like a little like funny thing that like, hey, this thing can like play itself. Like, I don't take it seriously at all. Like I said, it's there for like really, really, really young people or people that have like never touched video games in their lives. So if it helps them, cool. Again, I turn it off. Never have to deal with it again. I'm good. So right. I don't see what, like, I've actually like seen some people like bothered about this, and that makes no sense to me. Just ignore it.
Yeah, Nintendo is always, at least in sort of the recent framework of Nintendo, they have allowed for the option to have, in Mario titles, get sort of a special suit, be able to kind of auto-complete sections and things of that nature in order to help anyone enjoy the game. And I don't think that's ever a bad thing. I think Nintendo is smart to really try to include all their audience, and as long as it doesn't affect the core experience, as long as it doesn't affect the core gamer competition, which this doesn't, no harm, no foul. It is interesting that it sounds like it's on initially, which is a little weird, and that's how it was for me when I played in New York. It was on by default, but other than that, yeah, I think this is just a smart way to bring Mario Kart 8 to more people, and I will be turning it off immediately.
Yeah, same here. And like, I guess the interesting thing now becomes, does Splatoon have something similar?
I was thinking like ARMS, they auto punch or
there's no way that you're gonna be able to put the controller down with those games because those are a little bit just more active. But I mean, are they gonna have like aim assist or like a really hardcore aim assist for Splatoon? Or I don't know for ARMS how you even get like an easy thing going, but I mean,
Xenoblade. Easy mode. Super Mario Odyssey easy mode.
No.
I think it's really limited to some more of these like intentionally casual friendly titles. Like I think that's sort of basically the Mario franchise. I think that's where it's limited. I don't think we're going to see an ARMS easy mode at all.
No, but Splatoon, I think like aim assist, like I don't know, maybe.
Even Splatoon, I feel like they view as a more of a new core I feel like Mario Kart is still part of that like OG Mario wheelhouse that they want to make appeal to everyone, even though it does skew towards the more competitive and the more hardcore. I feel like they still want to open that up, and that's why we're seeing this here. But let us know in the comments below if you know anyone in your life that would benefit from this, if you think it's a cool addition to have smart steering and auto acceleration, allow for people to enjoy the game even if they're absolutely horrible at it, or if it somehow bothers you, and if it does, let us know why. We're curious to hear your take, your opinion, and for me, I'm not going to be using it as long as it doesn't affect my online play. I'm totally good, and frankly, I should be able to beat this auto driving. So even if it was online, like I owe it to myself to be able to beat that auto driver.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
So yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe action. And until next time, everybody, thanks for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe to stay up to date on the latest from the Switch, from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and from us here at Switch Force. For myself and Gabe, Switch Force out.